What is going on, everybody? You are tuned into the Dynasty Proud post game after the Celtics get another win over the Indiana Pacers with the score of 140-122. How about them Celtics, everybody? What is going on? I am your co-host today, Parquet Poppy, with my boy here, Adrian. You can find him at NBA Swing Pass. We're talking about this game today from the Boston Celtics taking down the Indiana Pacers for the second game in a row. Man, historic night. Like, I mean, it was just an amazing game. The Celtics are now sitting at 19-11 on the season. This is a good team. The Celtics right now are playing really good basketball. Yeah, it was against an opponent that hasn't really been good this year, missing their all-star player. But I mean, it is what it is, right? Um, the Celtics could have come into this game, you know, gone down 15 like they did earlier in the first quarter, and basically, not played hard, kind of like just been like, oh, all right, here we go. Indiana's getting another hot shooting night tonight, starting off the game, but they didn't. They battled back again against Indiana to go from down 15 to up, I believe, what was it, 5 at the half, going into the half today. So amazing swing from the Celtics today, to come back and not let that big lead by Indiana affect them. Adrian, man, how you feeling about this game today, man?
Oh yeah, tale of two halves, man. Actually, first quarter we give Indiana. The second quarter we gained what a 47-point quarter. Built that
Yep.
lead and never looked back. Sam Hauser 6 threes, I believe. We were shooting it at a high clip. Indiana, they're the lowest rated 3-point shooting team in the league, and it came to fruition.
Hmm.
So we barraged them. Cater started off strong. JB, eighth straight 30-point game, or eighth 30-point game in the season, actually.
Seventh
Um,
in a row, I believe,
yeah, so
something like that. Yeah.
yeah. So it's a good quality win. No matter, you just play who you play, you beat whatever the opponent is in front of you and stack them. I mean, we've won 14 out of the last 18 games, so
Yep.
we're a good team right now. We're playing at a good clip.
Facts, man. Yeah, it's been insane right now with what the Celtics are doing, without Jason Tatum. And wow. Yeah. Dick Light posted this today, just now, 15 minutes ago. Celtics posted their 39th consecutive regular season win when making at least 23 pointers and shooting at least 450 from beyond the arc. That is the longest streak in NBA history.
Oh wow.
Um, Dude, insane. Like I said, history making night tonight. Jaylen Brown also making some history today as well. I believe he is now tied for or he's now in position of like the second most consecutive 30-point games in Celtics history. He's only trailing now Larry Bird. So um, insane stuff that we've seen from Jaylen this year. And I mean, this is like an MVP caliber all NBA season right now. So, I mean, when you're up there in the history books with the likes of Larry Bird, for the league to not have Jaylen in like a top 10 right now, or sorry, not the league, the Ringer, not
Yeah.
having Jaylen Brown as like a top 10 right now in MVP or best players in the league right now is absolutely insane, because what he's had to do this season without Jason Tatum, with a basically rehauled roster, and Joe Mazzulla, also trying to prove himself, with not having a stacked team, is it's noteworthy. Any like basketball fan, any hoop fan, like real hoop fan that's watching these games and not understand what Jaylen Brown is doing this year, it's comical. It's asinine. Um it's a joke. Like, what Jaylen Brown is having to do this season and what he is currently doing this season should absolutely be in top 5 MVP talks. Because If Jason Tatum is afforded that luxury to be in talks like this, with having Jaylen Brown surrounding him, and the personnel that Jason Tatum had around him in the past, how does Jaylen Brown not get the same kind of nod? How does I mean, it should even be more of a discussion for Jaylen Brown having an MVP season than what he's getting credit for in the media. Um, but this is it's the Celtics. No one ever wants to really give this team their due credit. So it is what it is. Media wants to constantly keep Jaylen Brown out of the headlines, out of the MVP talks with what he's doing in the season. That's okay. When it comes playoff time and people are underestimating this team is going to show up and show the league what they've been doing all season. So yeah, it's okay. Keep him out of the talks if you want. Don't let him have any national recognition. That's okay because it's just more motivation for him. He obviously is taking the motivation he's using it. He's talking the talk in his own way, his own media, and talking the talk and walking the walk. The only guy that's really doing it right now for I think out of anybody in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, people are taking notice. There was some chippiness between the Indiana bench and Jaylen Brown. They were going back and forth. I wonder what was actually being said, but it's crazy because he's getting he's getting the best out of everyone, and he's surpassing his personal highs and his personal level. So his level is rising, where everyone else is sort of looking up at him. Number 13 in the ringer, top whatever 25, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's another chip on his shoulder, another sign of disrespect. There's no way he shouldn't be in the top 10. I
Mm-hmm.
would argue top 5 at this point, but top 10 surely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. I mean, Jaylen Brown is a Finals MVP. I mean, what we saw him do in the Finals against Luka Doncic guarding him. Yeah, Jason Tatum had an amazing Finals. You can give it to either one of them, but when it came time to making the play, Jaylen Brown in the Finals is what earned him the MVP. The shot, I believe, what was it, game 2 or 3, where we needed a bucket and to go up by 4. Jaylen Brown makes it, and that pretty much solidifies the game, brings it back to Boston to win the championship. So I mean, this is what Jaylen does. Jaylen makes plays, especially in that midi. I mean, what we saw tonight from him in the mid range was absolutely elite. I don't understand how he gets to these spots. Defender on him, he'll move, he'll do a spin back around, fade away, and the midi is just like the hardest midi you can take, but it just goes in and it's just clean every single time. I mean, these shots are just touching all net too. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable the bag work that he's working with and making these shots. It's I'm gonna well I'm not going to even throw an asterisk on this for the team that we played, right? I mean, these guys were guarding him up in his face, all over him. They were painted on him, and he just gets it done. Whenever I see him take a midi, I said it to you earlier tonight. It just looks automatic. I don't even expect it to not go in. So um I mean, it's just an insane work on his craft to be able to make that shot over and over and over and over, and it goes unrecognized by the media. Right? It's not the flashy 3-point shot that he's taking. It's the get down, get your head down, get to your spot. Work a little bit. And even off the dribble, sometimes down there, he's just absolutely insane. Some of the passes that we saw today from him too, behind the back to Luka Garza in transition for the bucket. I mean, come on, man. JB was absolutely in his bag tonight, and it's like you said. Don't know what Benedict Mathurin was saying to him, or whoever else on the Pacers bench was saying stuff to him last game. He took it as really disrespectful. He said it. He said they were talking a little crazy. Had to have been Benedict Mathurin because he was the only one really guarding him last game, and you could see it on TV too. Like Benedict was getting you could see him jawing at him and chirping. And what did Jalen do today, man? He came back into this game and he said, I can't wait to play them again, and basically bust their ass again. And that's exactly what he did. Just like to have a guy like that on our team while Jason Tatum is out injured, I mean, absolutely crucial to the team's success. And I can't imagine what this team would look like if Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum were split up in the past, like so many people were calling for. This team would literally be nothing without Jaylen Brown. It would be nothing without Jaylen Brown this year.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, you would flip the record the other way, Yeah, he's having an MVP type of year, All NBA for sure, first team. He's just playing at an elite level. He wanted the burden on his shoulders, and he's gotten it, and he's living up to it. He's just playing at an elite level. His mid-range game, he's just so low to center of gravity. He's just so strong down there. You can't move him. He can get it shot off against anyone, centers, guards, whoever. He's working right now, and it's effortless. It's just flick a wrist.
It looks so effortless. It's not, right. It's not, because he does have to work to get these looks. But I mean, even now, like some of the teams, they're doubling him, and he's still finding a way to get to his spots, get another teammate involved, pass the ball. He wasn't doing so hot in that first quarter, because I think the coverage on him today was a little probably came to him as a little bit of a surprise to start the game, so he had to adjust early, trying to get everyone else involved. He should have started getting everyone else involved, but he was kind of like forcing it a little bit today to start the game. But he ended up getting in his groove and dropping another 30 points, man. I mean, just absolute insane. Like, it's just insane what we're seeing, man. So another game, right, where the opposing team is coming out and just shooting threes, man. Just three after three after three to start the games early. And the Celtics just keep themselves in the game and find a way to just come back. And I mean, everybody's shot was falling tonight, right? Peyton Pritchard was in his bag tonight. Derek White was helping lead a push there in that second quarter. You also had Sam Hauser coming off the bench, just finally finding the stroke these past couple games. And yeah, like we said, it is the Indiana Pacers, right? It is a different level of competition that they're playing, but they're not playing down to them. So they didn't start this game, I don't think, playing down to the competition. Indiana was just making shots. Celtics were just trying to were just, keeping themselves in it, staying in it however they could. And ultimately, yeah, that second quarter, they flipped the script completely on Indiana, and Indiana didn't expect it. They probably felt comfortable with their 15-point lead, took their foot off. They looked like they took their foot off the gas a little bit, to be honest with you. They started forcing up threes after they were hot from three to begin. And once the 3-pointers weren't falling for them anymore, Boston just took advantage, and that was it. That was your game right there in that second quarter to completely change the game from second quarter on. And it wasn't a competition after that.
Yes, Pascal Siakam. I don't remember him doing much work in this game. Last game he had a good game. This game, a little off. TJ McConnell energized them. Yeah, but they were kind of flat. I mean, first quarter, I think they played above their level with the threes, and and they sort of came back to the actual level.
Yeah.
And it was a complete mismatch from second quarter on. That middle of second quarter, there was a couple big runs for the Celtics. They just built that lead and never. I think Indiana brought it back fairly close within 10, but Celtics made another run and just pushed the game away.
Mhm. Yeah, Pascal Siakam, like you said, was not on his game tonight, and that's credit to the defense, man. I mean, he had Baylor Shireman and Hugo Gonzalez on him, guarding him today in this game, and um, really, really solid defense today from Baylor Shireman, who's continuing to get into the paint, drawing some offensive fouls, some charging calls on the opposing teams right now. I mean, if this is what Baylor Shireman has to do to insert himself into this team and find us, this is his spot, this is his role that he's like carving out for the team. More credit to him, because a lot of guys don't want to come in and take shots, from the opposing teammate, from the opposing players, just running into your chest, 2, 3, 4 times a game, taking these charges. So credit to him for finding a way to affect the game, even when the shot's not falling. But his defense has been absolutely crucial for the Celtics in in the stretch of games that we've been having, where we've been needing defense. And yeah, absolutely good stuff from him today, man. I mean, this was just a great win. Another boost to the Celtics in the standings, because a lot of the games going on right now, seating wise, are definitely gonna help out. Right now, Philadelphia is currently down by 6 to Chicago with like 17 seconds left to go in that game. Um, let's see, who else did. Toronto today lost to the Washington Wizards,
Oh wow.
and yeah, so that helps us right there. Um, who else? Milwaukee's currently losing 101 to 88. So Celtics are still finding themselves climbing up in the standings right now.
Hmm.
And I mean, Tatum right now is looking good. I don't know if you caught that recent the recent video he posted with Brad Stevens helping him in his workout and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like he's getting closer to full speed in these ramp ups right now. I think that was probably the fastest speed I think we've seen him go at in these videos that he's been posting lately. So I mean, it's a matter of time. If Tatum comes back and the Celtics are sitting in the 2-3 seed when he's back, I mean, Celtics have the potential chance to go to the finals, man. I mean, no other team really right now is playing
Hmm.
like with the juice that the Celtics have. Um, put Joe Mazzulla's system on a Detroit or something like that. I mean, that team is going to be playing out of their minds, right? The Celtics are doing that with the personnel that they have, and we're up there, man. Like, we're up there. We need a couple more pieces. Tatum comes back. There's a piece right there. Maybe we get a center, do something at the trade deadline, or if Celtics stand pat. I mean, it's still a it's still a potential team to go to the finals this year, man. Just insane stuff.
Yeah, I mean, now there's a rumor that Rob Williams could be available for a trade. Portland's looking to move off him. I would take the flyer. He's got what, an expiring contract, 13
Hmm.
million. It's not much money NBA wise. Even with his injury concerns, take a flyer on him. He would just add athleticism. He's a Kata point one. He's a little bit better than Kata, a little more, athletic, and I would take the flyer on him just for depth. I mean, if that ever reunion ever comes to fruition, that is. But
I hear you. I hear you. I just don't know how does a player feel, right? After getting traded, they win the championship without you, and then you
yeah,
come back to the team, right? Like, after I mean, that's gotta hurt a little bit for Rob Williams. I'm sure that gets taken into consideration as well when um when a team ships you off and then they win the chip. Like, do you want to go back to that organization to try to win it again, even though they thought they could win it without you? Um, or do you go and try your luck with a different potential team, and you ask to get traded to a different contender? Maybe he's like, no, I don't want to go back to the Celtics. I want to go to Detroit, or I want to go to I want to. Not that OKC would ever do it, but I want to go to an OKC or a San Antonio Spurs, right? Right. I think those are the teams that would probably take a flyer on him more than the Celtics. I don't see Brad Stevens, like, once he cuts ties with a player, him bringing them back after a championship, right? He's done it before with, like, we've had who's that?
Al.
Huh?
Al came back a couple times,
Uh,
right? Or
Al came back, right? And then also, um, who's the guy that always, like, would always get in foul trouble all the time, playing the backup center position.
Daniel Tice.
Daniel Tice, yes. Okay, like, we had a couple stints with Daniel Tice, but I mean that was before the Celtics had won the championship.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know because they traded um they also traded Rob Williams because, not that he wasn't a good player, it's just really the injury history, the injury concern. So yeah, I mean, you could. Is it worth it for this team right now to trade a couple pieces for
Mm.
an injury prone guy? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It is tough because you have to give up, I guess, like, you have to give up some pieces. I guess Boucher, I guess X-Man, right? Because if you're gonna if a team is if they're gonna Portland's gonna trade a center, they're gonna probably want a backup center back, right? So one of those guys would have to go, and then if you know if Portland is desperate, I don't think you add. I guess you don't add another piece, but
Mm.
if the Celtics were desperate for him, they'd have to add, like, an extra piece, like an extra shooter in there or something for Portland to wanna take the
Ooh,
deal.
yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it's you know on the Celtics end that there's a really, like, a hope for a reunion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I mean, yeah, anything can happen, right? But I think normally when the Celtics lose a player and they go to a different team, that's usually kind of it. You don't really see too many players that leave the team end up coming back. That not that I can remember besides Al and Daniel Tice. Um, there was even times back in the day where I wanted Rondo to come back to the team,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And Brad Stevens never did it. Also, when Isaiah Thomas had left, and then he was trying to come back into the league after all of his
Yeah.
injury history and everything like that, and still beloved figures, two beloved figures, right? Point guards in Boston Celtics history that they left and they didn't come back. And Rondo ended up going to the Lakers and winning a championship. I mean, he still had value, but I just feel like when the Celtics move on, they move on. It's very rare that I've seen players come back for the Celtics, especially with injury history. So yeah, yeah, man. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Yeah. They do need an additional big. I mean, Garza is playing pretty well with the limited time he's getting. Um, Garza is just moving people around. He's, like, I seen your tweet. He sets an elite screen up top.
Mm-hmm.
He positions himself. He's fundamentally sound. But in a perfect world, he'd probably be a two or three, your second or third center. He's not. He's not playing a whole lot in a perfect scenario.
Right.
Just need a little bit more of an upgrade on that position, but we'll see what happens. Like you said, we'll see. If
Yeah,
they're close, maybe they push the envelope and try to get someone. If they're not, maybe they just sit back and accumulate, keep their picks, and try to get someone in the second round or a late first round or whatever. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, Luka's been playing great so
Yeah,
far. I mean, since he's come back into you know, from being DNP'd all the time, he has absolutely balled out with his minutes with
yeah,
what he's been getting. So this is a very, very happy, you know, revelation for the Celtics for this to happen in the season, because when it felt like the Celtics were gonna rely heavily going into just small ball for a majority of the rest of the season, they kind of like had to take a step back and say, why aren't we playing this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a couple bad games, but like we need him still. We still need him because we can't just keep playing small against all these teams and hoping that it works, because most of the time another team is going to figure out a way how to beat your small lineup. So you need to have a big in there. And for them to insert him back into the games and him just like start to figure it out with the team and ball out, it's been clicking for him, and it's been clicking for the team when they've needed it. And yeah, maybe they don't pull the plug with these performances that he's been having, and say, hey, no, we need a legit starting center. But I don't know. I don't know. It's still we still have a lot of time left for them to figure it out. But Namish Keita, he has his good games, he has his bad games. But you definitely could you get an upgrade over that, right? I
Yeah.
mean, there's definitely players out there that are an upgrade over him, and it's just trying to figure out the team that wants to tango with the Celtics. And they see the Celtics, they're having pretty good success right now.
Yeah.
They're sitting pretty right now in their standings. And does a team say, "Hey, yeah, we want to help you. You guys are playing really good right now with the lack of centers that you have. Let's give you one, right? Let's work something to where we give you a better center than what you got now. Now you start playing even better before Tatum comes back, and then Tatum comes back, and now you're probably a top team to come out of the East. So I think that's where we're still finding the where teams are pausing the brakes to want to deal with the Celtics right now, because we've heard the rumors with the LA Clippers, and everything, and trying to get their center in Zubac. But it takes two to tango, and it doesn't seem like the Clippers want to deal anyone. It seems like they just want to kind of like ride this out as long as they can, maybe
Yeah.
until they, maybe till the trade deadline. And the Sixers, the Clippers are gonna play the long game right now, um, and basically take it to the trade deadline and then make a move. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like we still got time, right? So there's no rush for the team to make a move right now with how they're playing. Brad Stevens has said he's liked the personnel that he has. He likes Simons, right? Even though Simons has been at the forefront for getting his contract moved, he's like one of the top candidates to be moved. Um, Maybe Brad is being honest. Maybe he doesn't feel like the team needs to move on from him because
Yeah.
they like what he brings. I mean, he had a decent game today, and he's in the top plus minuses of the month of December when they showed that in the plus minus category in this game. So I don't know. He's up there. He's up there in the top plus minuses with Hugo Gonzalez. They're like sitting at like 1 and 2 for this month out of the whole NBA. Maybe Simons finds his groove too. Maybe he's in the process of finding it right now, and we're just kind of like not really noticing because it's not like he's not having these you know consistent 20-point per game performances. He's not pushing 30 off the bench, but um maybe there is value. Maybe there is value that Brad Stevens sees in him, and I don't know, man. I like the team. I
Yeah.
like the team. I like the vibes of the team. You know, I think that chemistry, team camaraderie is a big proponent to team success. And do you say, hey, we want to break that up just for the sake of having a starting big? maybe. I mean, yeah, like that sounds good, right? Like when you say like, okay, I have a legit starting center. Um, but these guys like each other. I mean, it doesn't seem fake. It doesn't seem forced. Like this team, they're just a good group of guys. It's just like a very wholehearted family feel in this organization. It doesn't feel forced or fabricated like it does with other teams like the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. Like you said, I mean, the team plays well. I mean, they've won what 14 out of 18, so you don't necessarily need to make a move at this point. You know, ride it out as long as you can. See where the team sits post All Star break and trade deadline, and see what happens. Joe has done a great job coaching this team. I think he
Good.
deserves a lot of national credit, coach of the year conversation, just because of what he's done without a Tatum. And we talk about adding players. I mean, there's no bigger addition than Jason Tatum coming back when he does come back. Because with that video today, Brad Stevens, basically working him out, throwing that little shovel pass to him.
Hmm.
I mean, that's a clear indication. Brad Stevens isn't going to put himself in any type of video if it's not serious at this point. So
No, that's facts.
yeah, so biggest addition is Jason Tatum. I mean, with this team right now, you know, maybe it's not the big, maybe it's just Jason Tatum coming in and everyone falls into their proper place and everyone will play better because he just creates so much mismatches and
Hmm.
Hauser will start stroking it better because he'll just feed off of what Tatum does and everyone will just feel more comfortable out there. So
It, and now with Jaylen Brown playing at the level that he's playing at right now, you don't need Jason Tatum to come back and be Jason Tatum, right?
yeah,
Like you just need Jason Tatum to come back and his brain, his IQ, his basketball IQ being on the floor helps tremendously. His passing helps, his rebounding helps, right? You don't
yeah,
need Jason Tatum to come into the game onto this team and start being a 40-point per game scorer. You don't need that. You with Jason Tatum coming back and Jaylen playing at the way that he's playing right now, it is absolutely the perfect scenario for Jason Tatum to come back to this team in this spot this year. Like it couldn't be more well built around for Tatum to come back and have success with the team. And shout out Brad Stevens, man. I mean, what he's done this whole process while Tatum's been out to put these pieces around Jaylen Brown for the team to have success, absolutely insane. And Brad Stevens, like you said, he's not gonna risk putting Tatum back out on that court. He's been with Tatum every single second of the way since Tatum went down with the injury. Brad
mm,
Stevens was on the court, picking Tatum up off the court, helping walk him back to the locker room from the moment he had torn his Achilles. And he's probably been at all these workouts in every single step of the process. And we haven't seen it until today when Tatum featured him in the workout video. Yeah, they said, "Oh, Brad made a little workout appearance," but I think Brad has been there since the very beginning.
yeah,
He's not gonna risk Tatum coming back this season if and getting hurt if he didn't feel 110% confident in Tatum's ability to play healthy this year. So, um, man, we like I said, we just have a team culture that is built about care, compassion, playing for one another, and it's showing this year, bro. Like it's not a normal organization. When they say it's different here in Boston, it's absolutely different here. The team plays for each other and they play and the city shows out for the players and supports them every single day of the year. And who wouldn't want to be part of that? So, and then shout out to Joe Mazzulla too. Congratulations to him. He just hit his 200th career win as a head coach. And reading off of Celtic stats today, he reached the mark in 275 games, making him the third fastest coach in NBA history to do so, behind Steve Kerr and Phil Jackson.
oh,
So Steve Kerr did it in 238 games, and Phil Jackson did it in 270 games. Just absolutely crazy. So 275 games to get to 200. That's when you're up there, dude. When you're up there in the history books with Steve Kerr and Phil Jackson. I mean, two coaches who have led dynasties. The Celtics playing the way that they're still playing without Jason Tatum. I mean, the team still has potential to win a couple more championships with Joe Mazzulla as the head coach right now. I mean, the way he coaches is absolutely like insane. I mean, he's not like he doesn't like I don't know. He doesn't pussyfoot around it. You know what I'm saying? Like he coaches hard, and the guys respond to it. So that's kind of like the coach you kind of needed in Boston. I know we had Ime Udoka before that. He kind of had like that same approach, but way different from what Joe Mazzulla. Way different in how Ime handles the media compared to Joe Mazzulla, right? Ime was not afraid to call out players. He was not afraid to, um, throw them under the bus in front of the media. Joe does not take that approach. He is more nuanced, analytical, and it might drive some people crazy, but I mean if that's what his process is to get the best out of his players. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it because the results don't lie. The proof is in the pudding. He's gotten to this, to this 200th career win now with a Tatumless Celtics roster. He's got Jaylen Brown there. I mean, I'm not, discrediting Jaylen Brown by any means by saying that, but it's a totally different team. So for him to do that, we're sitting at 19 wins now on the season after dropping, 0-3 to start. I mean, who got it better than us, man? Who got it better than
us? Not many. So he's only 37. Just think about it, right? Most coaches, coach well, and not saying that he'll be another Red Auerbach career, lifelong Celtic coach, but his coaching future is as bright as they come. 37 years old, 200 wins thus far in his career.
I mean, and he's a Brad.
Who knows where he
ends up? I know, and he's a Brad Stevens guy. I mean, handpicked by Brad after the whole Ime Udoka fiasco, and I mean, for Brad to, just go from the to go from Ime Udoka, the conversation around Ime Udoka being the next Celtics great head coach, to him flaming out in disastrous fashion with the team, and then to pivot a week before the season starts and saying that guy back there is going to be the next head coach of the Boston Celtics. Like, who saw the success that Joe Mazzulla was going to have coming? I would say 9 out of 10 people were going to say, not me, right? 9 out of 10 people would probably say, that they did not expect this kind of success coming from Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah, not many at all. I mean, he still has his critics. I mean, the Mazzulla ball, he had to overcome that. But once they won the championship, the chatter started slowing down a little bit. And now, they have conversations with him. It's just all basketball. He's high basketball IQ. He's been around the game. His father was a coach. He's been around the game his whole entire life. So coaching to him, I mean, there's no X and O. There's no strategy he doesn't understand. So he's very good at coaching.
Yeah. Did I like leave there for a second?
Something happened.
Did I freeze?
No, I think it was the background that sort of. It looked like the background actually flickered the green.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think like my Wi-Fi messed up for a second, but I'm back. I'm back. I was out for a second. You can hear me and everything. I'm good now.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, okay. Um, Shoot, what was I saying?
Missoula.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying though because I got distracted by my stream going down. Um, Yeah, I mean, yeah, the 1 out of the 10 people, I remember now. I'm back on track. Okay. The 1 out of the 10 people, like I was saying, would probably be a bench coach saying like, "Oh yeah, I could see the success," right?
Hmm.
And Ime Udoka, um, when he got fired, his coaching crew was still left with the team to help out Missoula.
Yeah.
So, that first year Missoula was kind of like, hey, kind of like I wouldn't say relying on his bench coaches to help him, but after
Hmm.
that season was done, they were all gone, right?
Yeah.
So now Brad had to find a bench unit, a bench coaches to come in and help Missoula go into the next season, and he still found success. Yeah, we got some pretty good bench coaches to come along and help him, but the fact that Brad was able to find that in one season, and now we still have some of those same bench coaches. Now
Yeah.
we're still building that like they're still building that camaraderie with each other, helping each other get better, and helping this team succeed, bro. I mean, to for a turnaround like that to happen a week before the season, and then going into the next season after that, and Brad was able to figure it out, find it, and put it together, build a championship roster, and then with the new, you know, tax penalties and the second apron and everything, and then destroy the team, not destroy it, but reconfigure it, rebuild it, ship people out, bring people in, and still have the success that they're having this year, bro. I mean, come on, like he should probably be a candidate again for CEO of the year or whatever it's called. I mean, Joe Mazzulla has to be with hitting that 200th win in the conversation of coach of the year now, doing what he's doing. Brad Stevens has to be executive of the year as well. I mean, come on, man. This is so crazy. Like, you don't see this happen to teams that build a championship, and then have a mass exodus and have to rebuild that team and do what they're doing right now. It just doesn't happen in normal, you know, normal everyday NBA teams. But the Celtics are not normal. The Celtics are built for this, bro. It's insane.
Yeah. 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 I agree with everything you said. Strip down championship team. They ship guys away. You lose your best player. See, well, uh, I guess the indication was he was going to come back because they never put in for that disabled player exception. Maybe they
Right.
had it hoped he would possibly come back, but what Joe Mazzulla is doing, if he doesn't get Coach of the Year, it's just the bias against Boston, and we'll see what happens towards the end of the year. But he's well deserving of Coach of the Year at this point with the work that he's done.
And it's not like the Celtics have been beating up on bad teams all season, right? I mean, the Lakers at the beginning of the year, they were beating up on bad teams. Okay, the Celtics have one of the best records in the NBA against 500 teams above 500 this year so far. I mean, they're up there. They're not playing a super easy schedule. They're not playing, they're playing good teams. So, um, right now is kind of like when we're hitting our stretch of playing some bad teams, and it happens every year, right? There's teams that they hit a stretch of playing bad teams, but the Celtics had to fight these first 20 something games, and
Mhm.
30 games now. And now we're going into a stretch where they can build on top of that lead right now, stack up some wins, keep themselves rise up higher in the standings, and then eventually hopefully be able to separate themselves from some teams, a couple games, 2, 3, 4 games here and there, because it's still sitting pretty tight between everyone in the Eastern Conference right now. But this is the opportunity coming up with the schedule for the Celtics to take advantage and start separating themselves. how fortunate are they to be in this situation, man? It goes back to everything we just talked about in the last like 20 minutes. It's insane. This team is special.
Yeah, they're just built different. I mean, coaching, and it's the veterans. It's the championship guys. It's Derek White. We haven't even talked about his. He's probably a voice in that locker room. The leadership he's providing. JB, Peyton Pritchard, even Sam Hauser. I'm sure he has a voice. It's just the culture that's inside those walls that just anyone who wants to play for the Celtics. That's why it's just different. It's just different from any other organization or team out there.
Hmm.
And it starts with Joe and Brad, and it trickles down to the leaders and everyone around them.
Shout out Danny Ainge, man, because none of this is possible without him, right?
Yeah,
None of this is possible without Danny Ainge either. Picking Jalen in the draft, drafting Jason Tatum, and completely finessing the 76ers into drafting Markelle Fultz. I mean, then when the team isn't having that great success, he decides like, you know what, I need to step aside. It'll be the best for the Celtics. He's a true Celtic. You know what I'm saying? He steps aside. He says, Brad, I trust you with your basketball brain, your basketball geniusness to leave head coach, right? I mean, Brad could have gone anywhere else. He could have been fired and been like, all right, forget the Celtics. I know my worth. I'm going to go to Indiana. I want to, I want to do something with the Pacers, his home state. And what does Danny Ainge do? He says, no, no, no. Yeah, you're not going to be the coach, but you're still going to be in charge of the future of this team. I mean, not a lot. That does not happen to a lot of guys getting fired as head coach. Yeah, it was a big talk in the media of, oh, how does Brad Stevens get fired and then gets promoted up, right? Like, yeah, whatever, right? Like,
yeah,
if Danny Ainge felt like he was right for the job, right for the position, then that's just the way the cookie crumbled, bro. Like, sorry to the media heads that were crying about it and everything, but it is what it is. And Danny Ainge set us up for the future, bro. Like, he
hmm
just Danny Ainge is an all-time Celtic for that.
yeah, he is. I mean, he comes out with the story how they almost traded Jason and Jalen for what Jimmy Butler. There was conversations, and he sort of talked himself out of it. I mean, like you said, he set the team up. It was that whole Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce to Jersey trade or
The
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn,
Cost
yeah.
a lot of people their jobs in Brooklyn. But that's what started the whole championship run here. And yeah,
It took a while. It took a while, but I mean, it paid off with the championship. And when Tatum comes back, we still have the potential to go win some more. Um, we're still set up to win and win for a long time still. It's just insane, and it's just insane. We're very very fortunate as Celtics fans. All right, let's take a look at that box score from today's
all
game,
right.
man. We got off on a ramble for. But I mean, there wasn't really much to talk about in this game. It was just a complete ass whooping from the Celtics. So,
Yeah, yeah.
um, let's go ahead and bring up that box score. And let's take a look at what the Celtics did today. Nemish Keita, 21 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 4 from the field, came down with 7 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. He got those blocks pretty early in the game. Um, a decent game from him, right? I mean, Luka Garza is really coming in and making a bigger impact than him, I think, lately. So, um, it's good for Nemish to not have to play heavy minutes, and then rely on and then he gets gassed. Then we have to rely on small ball lineups. So
Mhm.
shout out Luka Garza, man. All right, Derek White, 33 minutes, 21 points, 6 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, a block. He was a plus 16. Um, Good game from D White today. I mean, that's just Just good stuff from D White today. He really like helped push that run in the second quarter to put the Celtics up after being down 15. Sam Hauser helped with that tremendously as well. But yeah, well, we're gonna go through quick, because we already talked about what these guys did today pretty much. 32 minutes from Jalen, 30 points, 13 to 20 from the field. I mean, just shooting ridiculously well today. 2 of 3 from the 3-point. When he needed those 6 points, man. When he was about to get subbed out, he needed 6 points and hits back-to-back threes to give himself 30 for the night. And he's over there smiling and laughing about it. I mean, that was just absolutely beautiful, man. And for him to hit his 30, shout out to him, man. Congratulations. He also had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 turnovers, but 4 steals. So plus 19 from him today. Just absolute dog. Absolute dog. I mean, nothing else to say. Peyton Pritchard, 38 minutes, 29 points, 10 of 17 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and he was a plus 8. Peyton Pritchard, man, he is just an absolute paint beast. I'm going to call him a paint beast, bro, because him getting down into the paint, getting separation, and there was some kind of like bogus offensive fouls that the refs were calling on him today. I mean, he's just literally like, they're saying he's pushing off, but these guys are just towering over him. I mean, like, he has to like defend himself, right? He has to put an arm up. Whatever. Paint beast Peyton Pritchard, man. Yeah. Some of the stuff he was doing today too. I mean, some spin around fadeaways. He was just in his bag, man. Just in his bag. When you're having your big three that you need to score in the starting lineup, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, and Derek White, where they're combining for what was that? Like 60 point, or not even 30, 51 plus 29, like 80 points or something like that combined together. I mean, come on, man. Like, that is the performances that we've been clamoring for this season, right? For those guys to get into double figure digits like that in the starting lineup. Absolutely, those 3 guys right there were the stars of the game, man. Just really good stuff from that starting unit. Finally didn't have to, have the bench just do everything to help carry that second load. So good stuff from them tonight, man. Jordan Walsh, 19 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the field. Got a little chippy today. Chippy. I don't know why McConnell went at him when his own teammate landed on his head. But I think that was like the first time I've ever seen CTE in real time, because he just gets bashed on the head from his own teammate, and he comes up swinging like it was Jordan Walsh. I'm pretty sure he probably got a concussion or something, man. What got into him? That was crazy, unprovoked. That was insane. And then Walsh was like, "Whoa, you swinging at me, dog? Like, what? Nah."
Yeah.
Like, that was wild. What a wild situation, man. Too funny. I want to see, like, does TJ McConnell talk post game? Because I have to like hear what his thought process was on that. That was insane to me.
Yeah, I'm sure one of those Indiana reporters will catch him and try to figure out what happened, get his side of it.
Right, like did he say something to you? Like watching it back, did you see that it was your teammate and you might have thought it was him? Like, somebody got to ask him, because that was just absolutely crazy. Never seen TJ McConnell do something like that.
No,
never. Yeah. Like, he always gets in people's heads, like jaws at them, tries to rile up his teammates, but I've never seen him swing on anyone like that, especially Walsh. Like, what?
Yeah.
Sam Hauser. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to say that obviously Walsh is getting into people's heads with his defense. He got early fouls, but he's playing aggressive, and he must must be aggravating the hell out of everyone he's covering,
He
and he's
must
just
be.
like driving them crazy.
He gotta be. Yeah. I would be, man. Like, come on, that dude is that guy is like turning into a defensive demon. It's insane. Um, Sam Hauser, man, what a bounce back couple games from Sam Hauser, who I had on this trading block this year for his performances. 23 points on 7 of 8 from the 3-point line today. Had a couple free throws, 4 rebounds, but that's the Sam Hauser we need. That is like I just needed to be more consistent, 23 points in 17 minutes, man. I mean, that's a shooter. A shooter, man. Like that guy's just a pure shooter. And those all those shots except for the one that missed were complete net. Straight silk.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing hitting rim. If Sam Hauser can hit consistently, going forward, man, that opens up a lot for the bench. It really takes the pressure off of him as far as like trade scenarios go,
Yeah.
because the value of his contract is absolutely worth what you're getting if he's shooting like that. But if he's not, you got to try to find something different for the team. But Sam Hauser's shooting percentage has gone up these last couple games because of his performances. So hopefully it can continue to rise, because this guy's a borderline 40% 3-point shooter, and we've been missing that. So hopefully hopefully he's back until he gets hurt or something. Which I hope does not happen. Luka Garza, good 27 minutes today from Luka Garza. 15 points, 5 of 5 from the 3, 5 of 5 from the field, and he hit a 3-pointer too. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna shoot it today," and he did. And also came down with 4 rebounds, a couple of assists, team high plus 26 in the plus minus. So Luka Garza, man, he been playing his ass off. So absolutely good stuff from him. Anthony Simons today, 21 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3-point line. Had a couple free throws as well, 3 rebounds and assists. But it was all right. Okay game. Baylor Shireman, 20 minutes today, 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 5 rebounds. So, getting it done on the boards and just playing really, really, really good defense today. I mean, really good stuff from him. Let's see. Somebody had. Dang, maybe not. Okay, 12 minutes today from Hugo Gonzalez. No points. 0 for 1 from the field. Not too much from him today. Which is fine, right? I mean, Hugo is still a rookie. He's not going to have a performance, a career performance every night. So yeah, it is what it is. Came down with a board today, an assist. Joe Mazzulla got into him a little bit late in the game today for his defense. So just not his overall greatest performance. Celtics overall today, 47 of 83 from the field, shot 57%, 20 of 39 from the 3-point. I mean, the shot was just falling today from the 3, 51%. And they took 34 free throws, made 26 of them. So a lot of free throws taken in this game. The ref's whistle was a little happy today. I won't lie. A lot of fouls today. 43 rebounds, 26 assists, 12 turnovers. They cleaned that up because I believe they had about like 4 or 5 within like the first half of the third quarter. So bulk of their turnovers were in that third, but they were good with the turnovers today. 8 steals and 3 blocks. So just a good game, man. Just good game from them today. And like we said, it is the Indiana Pacers, but Pacers, you can't ever really take them lightly. We've had battles with them, you know what I'm saying? So, um, it is what it is. They don't have their star player. We don't either, but we still have more talent than they do, and it showed tonight. Um, Other than that, let me look at some Celtic stats stuff today. Let's see if there's anything on here. Anything worth noting. No, he didn't really post nothing tonight, actually. Only
Yeah, I
posted like
checked it earlier. I didn't see anything.
must have taken a break. It's the holidays, right? So probably enjoying time with the fam and everything like that. They just posted the vote in Peyton Pritchard for All Star thing today. So yeah, not too much coming out of Celtic stats today, but that's okay. Let's see my boy Justin Turpin, what he had to say. All right, so all right, just not too much. Don't really see anything coming out for post game or anything like that too. I want to see what Jaylen Brown has to say about his performance today, following his talk about the Pacers talking smack or whatever. Justin Turpin had posted this. The Celtics have won 4 in a row, beating the Pacers 140 to 122. They are 15-5 in their last 20, 11-4 in their last 15, and 8-2 in their last 10. Wow. Jaylen Brown is one 30-point game away from tying Larry Bird for the most consecutive 30-point games in Celtics history. Says tying, but I think he's still two away. 2 away, yep. So he's tied with Paul Pierce right now.
Oh, good company.
Yeah. Paul Pierce, Jason Tatum sits at 6 in a row. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really see too much coming out. Hold on. Let me look at the For You page. Peyton Pritchard on Jaylen Brown. Quote, he's a top player in the NBA. He should be in the MVP conversation for sure. He shows it every night. End quote. Facts, Peyton Pritchard. Facts.
Pete Pritch.
Yep.
Imagine if he was 6'5", how good he would be. He would be like a top 5 player in the league because he's that good.
Bro, stop it. Yeah, he would be absolutely top 5, bro. Peyton Pritchard is disgustingly good for his size. Man, man. Somebody got him hanging upside down from in his closet or something with those little shoes and just hang there and stretch out those legs, man. Like, let's see. Let me go to CLNS. I really don't like to use other, but right. I don't really see too much going on right now as far as like post game. Yeah. Nothing really going on. Let me look at Locked Up JB. He usually pretty on it, to be honest. All right, Sam Hauser on Jaylen Brown's 8 straight games of 30 points. Quote, he's so special he can score on anybody in this league at will. It's great having him as a teammate. End quote. Yep, you right, Sam. You right.
True.
All right, my man. That is all I really got. I really don't see too much going on right now. As far as post game, I'm really interested in what Jaylen Brown is going to say to the media. Um, I had to go over on Benedict Matherin's Twitter and make a little comment, do a little a little tweet from his last post, basically saying like, yeah, maybe next time don't talk too much smack. And then I got the gif of Jaylen Brown holding up the MVP trophy because. Come on, man. How you gonna talk smack to a Finals MVP, bro?
Yeah.
How you gonna talk smack and then think like he's not gonna respond? And then you like wet the bed, bro. What did Benedict Matherin do, bro? Nothing.
Yeah. He had that moment with Jason Tatum where Tatum was going to the free throw line. He had to shove him out of the way. Remember that? It was a couple years ago.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you were on the way or something. Yeah.
Benedict Matherin, he's funny. He's a character. He's like a guy that I would have like he's one of those guys like you don't like him when he's on the other team, but you would like him as a teammate on your team. He's like definitely 100% one of those players. I think Benedict Matherin on the Celtics would absolutely go crazy, but he's not, unfortunately. So he has to do things to try and like prove himself, trying to get under the skin to get in these players' heads, but you're talking to an NBA champion, dog. Like, there's a different level. Like, yeah, you made it to Game 7, but you lost, right? Like,
Yeah.
you lost. You're not a champion. Like,
Yeah.
talking to a champion recklessly, it's gonna get you some work. So he found out in back-to-back games, unfortunately. So hard earned lesson right there, and maybe he's learned it now. So we'll see. But
Reality check for him. Yeah.
a super reality check, man. Like your last post is about y'all like doing something in the NBA Cup, right? Like you ain't posting nothing about you ain't post no finals trophy. So don't be talking to the finals MVP all reckless, man. That's like,
Yeah.
come on, just do it on the court or shut up, So, all right, y'all. That's all we got for the post game today. Celtics play their next game, looking like it's gonna be versus. I got it here. Hold up 1 second. All right, next game is going to Portland Sunday, December 28th, 3 p.m. Dang, am I doing that game? Let me see. Oh, I have not updated it. I might be. I work, but I'm gonna try to do it. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna update you, Adrian. All right.
All right. All right.
Other than that, though, looking forward to them playing Portland, then Utah, Sacramento. I'll be in LA at the Clippers Intuit Dome for that game on January 3rd. So won't be doing post game for that one, but I will be live tweeting at the game. That one's gonna be on NBA TV. Okay, a little national game right there. That's not bad. But all right, y'all. So next up in Portland, hopefully they get this W. Start climbing up the ladder right now. Let's see. Let me see where we are sitting at right now for standings after today's slated games. Boston Celtics are sitting at 19-11 in third place still. 2 games ahead of the Toronto Raptors. 2 games behind the New York Knicks. And yeah, man, still potential to hit that 2 seed, man. Coming up. So it's looking good for us, man. Really excited about where the rest of the season's gonna go. You guys can keep tuning in to us for these post games if you want. If not, it's whatever. We're just gonna keep doing our thing. But if you are listening, if you did stick around for this long, appreciate it. Give us a follow at Parquet Poppy is my handle. You can follow my boy Adrian at NBA Swing Pass. Also check out the Dynasty Proud Twitter and Boston Sports Entertainment Twitter as well. That's it for us tonight. Boston Celtics win against the Pacers, and that's it. Solid game, man. All right, y'all. Take care. Good night, and go Celtics. Peace.
Ends tonight here. It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions.